Zheng uncovered Yuan Bingyan's new circumstance: chipping in for debilitated kids. Meeting and eating doesn't have anything to do with collaboration. Zheng has been dynamic like a promoting account as of late, so there is yaxing messing around with netizens on the web. I feel that he is inactive and consistently strolls in the forefront of eating melons. Any place there is heat, there is him. Last month, the entertainer Bailu under Huan I was accounted for by the paparazzi to remain at Zheng Ling's home late around evening time, and didn't go out until the following morning. The thought sentiment was uncovered, which caused warmed conversations. You should realize that Bailu and Zheng Ling just completed the television series Ningen. Like a fantasy, so before the crowd began to hit CP, this sets of screen CP's affection materialized due to the play. After the episode was uncovered, Zheng Ling immediately lost his fans, and netizens even eliminated him from the Xiansheng series. When he became well known, he experienced passionate feelings for, and his better half fans would all take off. However, Bailu had little impact. All things considered, falling head over heels is ordinary, insofar as for however long Bailu's works look great, neither one of the gatherings has answered this outrage. In any case, Zheng, as the supervisor of Bailu, is restless. He safeguards the calf on the web, and can't hear any voices that say that Bailu isn't great. He likewise disproves tales about this relationship, and battles with netizens in the remark region for a few rounds. Supporting Bailu is the cutting edge. Indiscreet isn't similar to a major screenwriter. As of late, Zheng professed to design a high-level IP work. He likewise said at this time he would invest extraordinary energy into projecting jobs, and would permit the entertainers to enter the gathering for preparing a month ahead of time. Both appearance and acting abilities are thought about. As of now, the entertainers are as yet being chosen, and there is no end. However, there are many individuals who are battling for it. Albeit numerous netizens could do without Zheng offering flighty comments on the web, his works are still exceptionally well known. This time, he flaunted that he could make a high even-out IP, which quickly sparked the crowd's interest and outperformed the past The Tale of Yangtze Castle. After the news was delivered, Zheng imparted his new everyday supper to his old buddies on the web. Some netizens were astonished to observe that Yuan Bingyan was there, and entertainer Chen Lisho was there. Is this projecting for another show? After the expense embarrassment, Yuan Bingyan has been covered up. For the beyond 90 days, she has totally quit working, and the rest of the world can't figure out any report about her. Very much like a beginner, I didn't anticipate seeing Yuan Bingyan again under such conditions. In the photograph, Yuan Bingyan looked much more slender, yet she was feeling great. She held her face in a posture, and, surprisingly, felt a little alcoholic all over. I couldn't say whether she drank a little wine. No less than everybody realizes that Yuan Bingyan is carrying on with a decent life and eating great. Once more around early afternoon on September 30th, Zheng refreshed a little piece on Weibo, discussing himself being immediate, imprudent, peevish, and low in capacity to understand people on a profound level, yet in addition kind and supportive. You need to feel the terrible, this is life, and it appears to be that it is likewise an outline of a few ongoing occasions, and record your experience. Somebody referenced Yuan Bingyan in the remark region. They probably seen the location of their supper together and requested that Zheng help Yuan Bingyan, yet Zheng didn't stay away from it, however answered to the netizen, seeing Yuan Bingyan chipping in for crippled kids, excellent, what help? He likewise said that Yuan Bingyan would likewise call him for a foundation occasion sometime later, and Zheng likewise made sense of that the evening gathering doesn't have anything to do with participation, it's a basic party. Hearing what Zheng said, it appears to be that the evening gathering doesn't involve conversing with Yuan Bingyan about participation. All prior, since Li Yifeng imploded, Zheng posted a post saying that in the event that an entertainer had a mishap, a show would need to lose its cash. On the off chance that an entertainer has a mishap, for a craftsman who has had a mishap and has been censured by the entire organization, Zheng is worried about the possibility that he won't set out to utilize it. Whether Yuan Bingyan can return what's in store is as yet a secret. All things considered, her record has not been obstructed. Regardless of whether she isn't recording, she ought to have the option to find different activities like Fan Bingbing. Zheng uncovered her ongoing circumstance. Clearly, whether as a star or a beginner, Yuan Bingyan's heart for public government assistance has not changed. Being with the youngsters can likewise decontaminate her psyche and not contemplate convoluted things. For Yuan Bingyan, it is the most ideal decision as of now. Speaking, I actually trust that Yuan Bingyan's works can be communicated. All things considered, there are other primary makers' endeavors. 02. Yang Mi and Gong Jun featured in Fox Pixie Little go-between dismissing entombment style and embracing bright excellence. In 2017, the Zhang drama 3 Lives 3 Worlds 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms starring Yang Mi and Zhao Yading exploded. From approximately this time on, the Zhang dramas of Sanshang Sanchi's sadomasochism had been filmed one after some other. After all, inner enjoyment likes to comply with the trend, and any concern remember is famous, till the target market and buddies are visually tired. Just shoot it, and Fuhuadeo will keep to duplicate it, and the target market will supply it the name funeral style. The so-called burial style does now no longer mainly check with all white, however light-colored garments of the equal color, cheap searching yarn, easy hair accessories, unmarried similarity, no feel of design, and extreme homogeneity. For instance, is it very indistinguishable? If you do not say it is 3 dramas, a few human beings accept as true with it if it is the equal drama. A precise carrier could make human beings' eyes shine and arouse human beings' choice to look at dramas. And the garments that appear to haven't any texture could be a touch appetizing to a sure extent. Looking again a few years ago, the dress dramas have their very own traits and textures, such as the 7 fairies of joy. The adorns at the arms of the fairies have come to be a warm object with inside the canteen. Some other instance is the legend of sword and fairy III. Every man or woman the modeling is in step with the man or woman's traits and continues to be impressive. Compared with the preceding, the striking and beating are terrible. If you're wealthy and much less ho-ho, let's assume greater approximately serving and transforming. Perhaps it smiles due to the fact in current years, the target market's complaint of Zhang costumes has come to be an increasing number of famous. The Zhang dramas that began out taking pictures this year are lots higher than earlier than, and in the end they may be now no longer the equal. Especially with inside the Fox Fairy Little Matchmaker Moon Red chapter starring Yang Mi and Gong Jun, there are numerous lovely and good-looking guys, and the shapes are changeable and colorful, and there may be even an phantasm of returning to the 7 fairies of joy. Although there was regular friction among the male and woman protagonists and enthusiasts for the reason that filming began out, and the voices that the woman protagonist and male protagonist aren't appropriate for the function are endless, judging from the modern-day spoilers, for plenty taking part actors, the play is correct, and the hearth place appears very precise foot. Then let's test the plant life and herbs with inside the play. 85 visitors plant life plus 90 visitors students, plus a collection of small plant life with capacity to explode, the subject is full. In addition to those few actors, there need to be many different actors who've now no longer been revealed. Hundreds of plant life bloom, all styles of herbs grow, and they may be colorful. It is the form that makes human beings experience very specific before everything lands. I wish that the plot will now no longer pull the crotch, the clear out doubt is reasonable, and Reuters will now no longer cheat. This is a great phenomenon. I wish that the dress dramas of inner enjoyment could be rolled up, and they'll refuse to perfunctory the public's inferior garb, in order to gain the target market and buddies. Fairy puppets are nonetheless a class of idol dramas to position it bluntly, and idol dramas are approximately guys and good-looking ladies beautiful and exquisite garbed. Do you care approximately garbed patterns while looking dress dramas? Do you bitch approximately beside the point and inferior patterns? Do you want the appearance of the actors in Fox Fairy Little Matchmaker Moon Red? 03. Yang Mi's Fox Fairy Little Matchmaker have become famous earlier than it changed into broadcast. Can it stay as much as the target market's expectancies for Tu Shen Hong Hong? Fox Fairy Little Matchmaker, Moon Red is an historical dress fairy story drama starring Yang Mi and Gong Jun, and starring Guo Xiaoting, Wei Zheng, Huliangxin and Wen Zhengrong. The TV collection has been modified from the famous countrywide comedian book IP Fox Demon Little Matchmaker. The most important historical past tale of the anime is primarily based totally on classical novels. There are human beings with inside the international who demons, and demons will fall in love with human beings. Demons stay for heaps of years, at the same time as human beings' lifespan is limited dead, demon alive. People could be reincarnated and reincarnated, however after reincarnation, they do now no longer recall the affection of the preceding life. If the demon is infatuated, he's going to visit the fox demon to buy a carrier, in order that the reincarnated man or woman can don't forget the affection of the preceding life. In the Fox Demon Little Matchmaker, Moon Red chapter starring Yang Mi, the primary tale line is particularly excerpted from it. At the start of the month, Dongfang, Guangjun, met and regularly fell in love. In order to defend their cherished ones and keep the peace among the two races, the two enthusiasts needed to move backward and forward and undergo hardships. Since the reputable assertion of the release of Fox Fairy Little Matchmaker, Moonred arc, from the actors to the plot, it has continually brought on good-sized discussions most of the public. It may be more or less summarized into points. One is the makeup of the cast, the opposite is the diploma of suit among the actors and the jobs they play, and whether or not they are able to meet the target market's inherent expectancies at present. Among the makeup of immortal warriors in ancient costumes with monotonous colors, the crew of Fox Demon Little Matchmaker, Moonred has broken such an ancient costume weirdness. From Yang Mi's stills and Reuters pictures, the gorgeous costumes use a variety of bright and strong colors. From the perspective of hairstyles, they can fit the characters and magnify the advantages of the actors themselves. With the delicate fox makeup, Yang Mi's character image caught the audience's attention at once, with bright colors and vivid characters. In terms of the degree of adaptation between the actor and the role he plays, Yang Mi's role as Tu Shan Hong Hong actually fits the image of the character itself. Tu Shan Hong Hong, as an image of a big heroine with righteousness, is not only limited to the love storyline of the love between children and children. What this role needs to be interpreted is a complex and multifaceted, including the inner emotional line of the character. It is not simple and single, but it is the complexity and change of such roles that further tests whether the actor's own business ability is resistant to fighting. Yang Mi has been out for many years. It can be said that most of the TV series she has starred in have been well received and their styles have changed, but they are all inseparable. She can firmly grasp the spiritual core of the character itself and present it to the audience perfectly. At this point, a good role is always inseparable from the wonderful shaping of the role by an actor. Regarding Yang Mi's Fox Fairy Little Matchmaker, it became popular before it was broadcast. Can it afford the audience's expectations for Tu Shan Hong Hong? What do you think? Comments welcome.